Hello guys. Okay, so I know this is a subject that on YouTube is kind of overdone, but I feel I want to talk about it anyway because I've come to realise now that I've moved away from the city that although feminism, it's a thing in the city, around where I'm living now, it really isn't. So that's why I'm going to talk about it. So when I post this on my Facebook, my friends from around here get a bit more of an idea of feminism, basically. The ways I came to realise that feminism isn't such a big deal here, or is totally misinterpreted, is because, first of all, I told one of my friends I was a feminist, and she said, "What's that?" Yeah. And also, I was on a photo shoot with a couple of girls, and we got onto the subject of girls sunbathing topless. They said that when children are around, that it's wrong. And also speaking to my 15-year-old brother, who told me that he would never date a girl that had any body hair. Any. First of all, obviously, we all know that feminism is about equality between genders. We know that there's still issues about the people that are highest up in companies or the government or whatever. They're mostly men. There is the pay gap between genders, all that sort of stuff, which is, why we need feminism at the moment. And what I want to get across is, because around here, the perception of feminists is the bikie lesbian women, short hair, quite masculine, the sort of masculine women that, good for them, they don't ever want to be with a man, blah blah blah. That's great, but I want to get across that isn't feminism, that you should not stereotype feminism like that. I am a feminist, and I like to do my makeup, I like to wear heels, I like to wear dresses, I like to look sexy. And I do shave my legs, I do trim my pubic hair, I shave my armpits, all that sort of stuff. I also know a lot of girls that don't. In winter, I don't as much, I'll probably go for a month without shaving anything, just because it's a fucking hassle. If I don't want to do it, then I shouldn't have to do it. Basically, women grow hair everywhere. Same with men. Men grow a lot more. So, so it's entirely natural. So why should we have to shave it off? Isn't that really unnatural? When I shave my legs and all that sort of stuff, I do that for me because I personally think it looks better on me to have, shaved legs and shaved armpits. I don't like to entirely shave my pubic hair because I don't want to look like a 12-year-old child. And I have a couple of friends that actually, I think if they shaved their armpits, they would look really strange. I actually find them a lot sexier with their armpit hair. So, basically, when it comes to things like that, do it for yourself. If you want to put your makeup on and look really feminine, then, go for it. The point is, you've got to do whatever you feel comfortable in and what makes you happy, and we need to stop doing it for men. As for what I spoke about on the photo shoot, it sort of links in that we need to stop sexualising women. Like I said, it's completely natural that we grow hair. You know what? It's completely natural that we have boobs as well. The longer we go on, covering up our breasts in front of children, the more and more sexual breasts are going to be. When they're not, women have breasts so that we can breastfeed children. So men find them attractive. That's not their primary use, is it? So the way I see it is, going, oh, I need to cover up my breasts, there's children around. It's like going, oh, I need to cover up my knees, there's children around. It doesn't make sense. Going the opposite way to that, feminism started because women were subordinate to men. We need equality. We need the genders to be entirely the same, equal. But now what I'm finding is that it's going the opposite way, and we're starting to idolise women a bit more. I was speaking to a friend who's a male feminist about sexual interest and things, and I'm into the fetish scene. I'm a submissive, so in the bedroom I like to be told what to do, I like to be pinned down, all that sort of stuff. And he told me that he didn't think he'd be able to do things like that because it would go against his feminist views. At which point I was thinking, excuse me, am I not a woman? Is that not what I actually want? If being told what to do and dominated is what I want as a woman, then why not? I want to be equal. I want to be the same. I want to be treated the same as everybody else. I don't want someone to not tell me what to do because I'm a woman. I also had a bit of an argument with a male model who I was supposed to be doing a photo shoot with. It was going to be like a couple style touchy-feely type shoot. And he showed me the inspiration photos. I was just like, yeah, that seems pretty cool, so I agreed to it. Then during a conversation that had nothing to do with the photo shoot, he basically asked me if I was interested in anyone. I think he was trying to find out if I was single, that sort of thing. And I told him that there was someone I liked, because I didn't fancy this guy at all, so you know, you gotta push him away a bit. And then he said, well, I don't think the photo shoot's for you. And obviously I asked him why, and he was just like, oh, well, I know a lot of men wouldn't be comfortable with their girlfriends doing photo shoots like that with other men. I was like, well, I'm not actually in a relationship with anybody. And he was just like, well, yeah, but if you fancy someone, then I don't think it's right. I had a phone conversation with him, and I asked him why he didn't think it was right, because at the end of the day, modelling is a job. I get an assignment, I agree with what I'm supposed to be doing, I act out the character I'm meant to be, and then I go home and nothing's different. But he said that a lot of professional female models that he's talked to wouldn't do photo shoots like that if they had a boyfriend or were interested in someone or anything, because out of respect, which I find entirely insulting, the way that he can go and do whatever he wants, but because I'm a woman, I'm apparently far more sexual than him, that I can't do that. Unless I'm entirely single, not interested in anyone, which isn't going to happen, I'm not allowed. So I got into the conversation and I was just like, look, I've been with partners, I've done cam work, I've done a lot of fetish modelling, I've done a lot of nude, and he was just like, oh, well, if I'd have known you were like that, that tone of voice, it really frustrates me how, if you're a sexual being and woman, you are like that. What? Why? So yeah, I've gone on a bit of a tangent here, and I don't know if you noticed, but I kept playing with the reflection in my glasses, like, ooh. So I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to drink my drink, and I'm doing like a little free promo for Cartling here, but this stuff's really good. A hint of spiced orange. Oh. So yeah, basically that's my view on feminism. My view isn't from the woman's side of things, it's not just about being a woman, it's about genders being the same. But if you know me, you'll know that I totally agree with being gender neutral. I've got a lot of friends that are gender neutral. I myself am pansexual, which means that I am attracted to the personalities of people and their looks, but not their gender. I don't give a shit. What genitals they have and whether they were born with those genitals means nothing to me. If I fancy them, I fancy them. So yeah, hopefully this makes some form of sense. Yeah, so I'm gonna go, and maybe my next video will be a bit more cohesive. Yeah. Anyway, I'd be really interested to hear your views on feminism or anything that I've just said. So leave comments in the little comment box, or leave me a video reply, that'd be kind of cool. And of course, subscribe and share. Okay, thank you.